Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. I'm out here bass fishing. I'm gonna flash up a video here of a nice bass I caught. All right guys, I forgot to turn the camera on before I caught this fish. Hey, I'm getting feisty. I'm gonna let this one go. And really enjoying my day out here, but I want to take this opportunity to talk to you a little bit about why I think tournament bass fishing is ruining bass fishing for a lot of fishermen. So if y'all been around the channel, you know I've not really done a bunch of bass fishing videos and content, and a lot of that's just because I really got into crappie fishing and I really enjoyed it. It's something that I feel is a little bit more accessible for doing when I have my kids or have other people in the boat, and it just seems like it's just been more fun for me. But what I want to talk about is specifically why I think that tournament bass fishing has really changed the way a lot of people enjoy fishing. And you know, hold on, and I know some of you probably immediately disagree with what I just said there, but take a minute and hear me out. So growing up, I loved watching Bassmaster Classic, all that stuff, and I continued to watch it into my adulthood, and I still watch the occasional tournament. But you know, oftentimes, like, you know, we go out and we all know that we have good days, we have bad days, and you know, it just depends. And you go watch these videos and you see, usually, like, especially whenever you watch these tournaments, you see all the people that are leading. They don't show usually the people that are struggling. They show the people that are leading the tournament, catching big bags of fish every single day, doing extremely well, and we can't help but compare ourselves with them. And so when we begin to compare ourselves with them, you know, we naturally want to think, well, what can I do to make myself be able to perform the way that they do? So we analyze. So we look at what they're fishing with, how they're fishing. We look at their boat. What kind of electronics do they have? And when you look at these tournament fishermen nowadays, they have $100,000 boats. They've probably got, you know, $50,000 worth of freaking electronics and gadgets on their boat. I saw, you know, a crazy video. I think it was Chris Zaldane that did it, about how much money and just electronics some of these anglers had on their boats. You know, I'm talking anglers that have 3 sonar units at their console, 3 sonar units at the bow. Like, it's just absolutely insane when you talk about it. And it's just out of reach to the average American. You cannot afford that. Whenever you talk about, you know, even if you go conservative when buying a new boat, let's say $80,000, you put, you know, $20,000 of electronics on it, then you need a truck to tow it, and it's just out of touch, man. And I just don't see how people keep up with it. I have a decent job and I've had a decent career, and I mean, you know, I don't have a crazy boat, but you know, and I don't have a crazy SUV or truck to pull it with. But you know what? I'm happy. I love my boat. I love coming out and fishing. I don't have the, you know, cutting edge of electronics, but I think that's where we lose it, is whenever you compare, comparison is the thief of joy. So when you're comparing yourself to those tournament fishermen and what they have and what they can do, you're just ultimately gonna like zap your enjoyment for it. So let me know whether or not you agree, disagree, whatever you think down in the comments, because I think it's a big problem with the average fisherman whenever they really get into watching tournaments and doing all that. But I'm gonna get back to fishing here. The sun's starting to go down. I'm hoping once the sun starts to set, some of these big old donkeys are gonna start biting, and we'll get some nice fish. But appreciate y'all watching. I'll see you in the next one.